China and the US are making a somewhat bumpy journey toward climate cooperation, with Chinese officials and experts still calling for partnership between the two countries to tackle climate change, but urged the US to change its hostile attitude toward China. They made the call shortly after the two countries' tense relations had spilled over into their climate talks, with a certain US government official blaming China for not doing enough on climate issues. Vice Minister of Commerce Wang Shouwen on Wednesday called on China and the US to play an ensemble of low-carbon cooperation. He made the comment during the China Province's US States Green and Low-Carbon Cooperation Seminar and Matchmaking in Xiamen, East China's Fujian Province. According to information provided by the Fujian Provincial Department of Commerce, the event, which focuses on enhancing climate cooperation between Chinese provinces and US states, has attracted about 260 local government representatives and businesspeople from the two countries. Officials from several US states said that they hope China and the US can carry out more pragmatic cooperation in green areas to cope with climate change challenges together. The conditions for China-US climate cooperation are becoming increasingly ripe not only as China is going to great lengths to meet its carbon neutrality goals. US has seemingly re-emerged on the global stage of climate cooperation, with moves like rejoining the Paris Agreement and US President Joe Biden's reported attendance of the 26th UN Climate Change Conference. Experts stress that China will always open its door to cooperation and dialogue in green development, but they criticized the US for showing an insincere attitude, placing the two countries' low-carbon partnership. US climate envoy John Kerry reportedly said recently that China can do more in terms of tackling climate change, implying that China's efforts are insufficient as long as it continues to build coal-fired power plants. He Weiwen, a former economic and commercial counselor at the Chinese Consulate General in San Francisco and New York, also criticized the US for finding fault with China, as blaming China for not doing enough in tackling carbon emissions does not hold water. He also said that compared with the US, the UK shows more sincerity in conducting climate cooperation with China. Wang Shouwen and Wang Yi made the remarks after Kerry recently pointed out that the climate issue is not a geostrategic weapon, suggesting that the US will work with China on climate change but crack down on other sectors.